been a while since I uploaded a video, months. In fact, a lot of things have happened within the last couple of months, and it's been pretty crazy for me. As you might have noticed, I'm not in my old room anymore. Probably wondering where my awesome setup went. This is what it looks like now. It's dirty. It gets the job done though, so it's been so long. I sort of gave myself an excuse as to why I couldn't upload anymore. I was just too busy. Tired of using that excuse, frankly. To be honest, I don't know what this video is gonna be about. I don't have a script or anything like that, or I just have some bullet points of topics I go over, but this video is mainly for me. I don't even know if I'll put it on my channel until like I'm ready to, I guess, share with the world. Main reason I make this is so mainly for me to come look back at, and for anybody out there who happens to watch my videos. There's people watching it, but nobody subscribes. I check my analytics and I'm getting views, but like no subscribers. So obviously somebody is getting some sort of value from, I guess, what I have to say. So I said I'm in Idaho. I am working for my uncle, construction. He's building a huge indoor horse arena on his property. And I work with one other person. I work full-time, 6 days a week. Today is like one of the days I've had off in ages. But that is all I've done, is work. 8 hours a day, 8+ hours a day, Monday to Saturday. First of all, the whole reason I'm down here is because I had a falling out with my dad, and which ended up in getting me kicked out. And so I came to work for my uncle. It's probably one of the best things that could have happened to me, to be honest, in a while. During these past few months, I've been able to get a car. You know, I got my passport, all my legal stuff figured out. My life has taken a whole new trajectory, but it's also taken sort of a pause in my entrepreneurial ventures, you could say. A pause on my agency and everything else that I was doing, and sort of just been doing my 9 to 5, right? And it's made me sort of miserable, on top of the fact that, you know, I was kicked out and I was dealing with that, and, you know, just very upset at my predicament. But I realized nobody cares. It's up to me to make a change and to fix the problems that I've been presented with, because a lot of these problems have ended up being opportunities. Like, for instance, I like getting kicked out. Like, now I have a job that I'm able to work, that I get, you know, good pay, and that I can fund my agency and a drop shipping store that I'd like to start relatively soon, before the fourth quarter. This is the quarter everybody is spending money, so definitely want to get something going now. So many things. It all stemmed from something bad. A learning experience, you could say. Over these past few days, I'm realizing that I'm an entrepreneur at heart. I've always been, you know. It's just, it's within me, you know. I've always been like reselling things. My uncle actually gave me an opportunity to resell wood. So we're buying wood bunks and divvying it up and like reselling the wood from an auction for like, you know, double the profit, you know, that we paid for. So it's awesome. You know, I was doing the phones, I was fixing the phones back in Payson. For some reason, that spirit of doing it myself won't go away, and I can't hold back the urge to start my agency or start my drop shipping, something on the side. And I signed my first client actually a couple months ago for my content creation agency that I wanted to start, but I realized I couldn't outsource anything, so I still have that client that I work for and making some money from that, but realizing that probably isn't the way to go. I want to go back to lead flow and doing marketing. There's just a lot of things in life right now that feel uncertain at times, and at times I feel like God isn't listening or watching. And continually reading my scriptures and praying, but it feels like the voice that used to lead me isn't as loud anymore. And I don't know if I've drawn away from him or him from me. They say he never leaves, so it must be me. I'm realizing that it's probably me. I don't take my church as seriously as I should. And life in general, and I've allowed myself to wallow in self-pity for quite some time now. I've allowed myself to play video games, to just scroll through social media and YouTube and all this garbage that ultimately never is enough. That's what I felt these past few months, is that something is missing. That drive, that drive to reaching a goal, that thrill of making progress is no longer with me, because I decided I could relax and take a break from such things, and you can't, For me, it's something that is like integral for me, or else I don't feel happy. Or not even happy, it's not the right word. I don't feel a reason to exist. I guess that's a better way of saying it. And so, I guess with great joy, I am going to start on that path of progression, of goals that I'd set, and take them more seriously, and block out the distractions of social media and of things that just don't matter, I don't need to be watching anime. I waste too much time on anime. It's all mind-numbing waste. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of using the excuse that, my father kicking me out, so I have an excuse to be lackluster and to be a victim, when in fact, my God has blessed me more than I can imagine. And so, I say no. I refuse that path in life, and I choose my own. I'm realizing that comparison is truly the thief of joy, and I remember scrolling through social media today and looking at everybody who had what I wanted. I remember feeling so miserable and envious. The only reason I felt that way is because I was on social media. I would have never known who... Are you gonna scratch right now? It's my dog. About what was going on if I hadn't, pulled up Instagram that morning. Well, today, actually. And comparison truly is the thief of joy. I want to go back into my monk mode, my mode of being focused, cutting out the distractions of the day, And it's hard. It's going to be hard. I've had such a hard time. The appeal of women, especially at my age, has been so hard. The desire to look at porn has grown stronger, but I will resist, and I can resist. Women especially, I know you shouldn't, waste time chasing, right? Especially at this age when I'm probably not ready for a relationship. But the appeal is it appeals to me quite a bit, and it's hard to resist the temptation at times, Especially now that I have a car and I can go, actually like meet women. But I know the dangers of that road, and especially the way I'm looking at it, it's not the road I want to be on. And I know there's many of you guys like me who, may or may not be watching this, who are very uncertain of the future, and who worry, have lots of anxiety over what could happen, and they see this 22-year-old dropshipping millionaire and think, wow, I'm behind. And it's hard. What's helped me is looking back at what I was years ago and realizing, wow, I may not be there yet, but look what I used to be. Look at the idiot I was, naive, you name it. So that's something that's always helped me, is just look back and see the progress I've made. Maybe you look back and realize you've fallen a bit, and so even that can serve as motivation. Right now I'm going through the storms that I hear so many of these authors I read talk about, and these storms are necessary. The tough times are necessary. I've prayed for great blessings, and so they come in the form of problems to be solved, and you can reap those rewards if you're willing to put your head down and your nose to the grindstone and relentlessly pursue the solutions. And even if you fail, at least you have something you've accomplished and something to live for. I'm young, I haven't been here on earth as much as some wiser people have, but one thing I can say is living without a purpose or a goal or something you get to do besides your mundane, dreary life, besides your 9 to 5, you have to have something that makes you put in that extra effort. And for me, that's the future I envision, for the family and the women of my dreams and the lifestyle of my dreams, and that's different for everyone, obviously. And coupled with that is the fear of staying who I am and receding back, because we're never really just staying the same, or either something's happening to us. You don't just go through life without, being shaped. Life doesn't let that happen. It doesn't let you just coast through life without being impacted. Take a moment, one day, and sit down and write, hey, what is my reason for living? Justify your existence to yourself. That sounds silly, but have you ever asked yourself that question? Why should I keep living? And write it down. Maybe, you'll be surprised what you find. I know I was. I won't normally make these sort of videos, but I just thought I should share with you guys sort of what's been going on and why I haven't posted in a while. To my 5 subscribers, thank you. Don't know who you are, but your support is appreciated. There goes my dog again. I guess that's all I have to say, and appreciate you guys listening. And I'll I'll see you guys in the next video.